Alright, Rogue, are you ready? Okay. We gotta do reading with Ray because Ray doesn't want to. She's taking a nap over there on the couch, on the chair. Ray. Daisy Ray and Griffin, do you want to do book club? I'm pretty sure that answer is no. So, it's just me and Rogue. Hi guys, I'm Renee. I'm the Children's Librarian at Salem Public Library in Salem, Ohio. And this is Reading with Ray, our virtual book club for kids in kindergarten through third grade. Here with my friend Rogue. And I actually kind of mixed things up a little bit today. You just sit on the floor today. I'm actually sitting on the couch. I don't know. Just decided to mix things up. I am still reading the digital version of this book on my laptop, so I think, well, I'm going to try to not put my hand in front of the camera, but I think I may just try and do it from here today. We'll see. I don't know. I might have to move. We're going to experiment and see how this works. So, except that I'm going to move the camera a lot, I think. Hold it in front of me. Oh, darn. Depending. Well, when I look down at it. And it doesn't help that I have a cat trying to rub his head on it. Rogue. You would think this cat never gets any attention at all. It really does. He really likes to have his head scratched. Okay, well, might work just to set it right here. Let's see if my hand isn't in front of the camera. Okay, we're going to give things a try. Maybe this way. All right. So we are reading Ivy and Bean. This is book 2, Ivy and Bean. The Ghost Who Had to Go. So when we left on yesterday, doesn't track the days. Ivy and Bean had decided they needed to expel the ghost from the bathroom, and they were working on making a magic potion. And if you remember at the very end, Bean snuck into her sister Nancy's room and cut her hair to use her hair for the potion. So let's see what they're going to do with this potion. So this is Ivy and Bean by Annie Barrows and Sophie Blackall. Sophie Blackall is the illustrator. So thank you to them for allowing us to use this book in this way. I apologize that the camera keeps shifting a little bit because Rogue is scratching his head on the laptop. Yes, you. He's ridiculous. So here we go. We're on chapter No Such Thing. And if you're using, if you're doing the Ivy and Bean bundle set 1, this is page 115. No Such Thing. Food coloring didn't change the magic of a potion. It just made it look better. Most potions Ivy had learned came out greenish brown, or sometimes they were pinkish brown, which was even worse. So that Ivy fixed them up with food coloring. I love food coloring. Wow, said Bean when she saw the thick blue liquid in Ivy's jar. That's really blue. How much did you put in? Almost a whole thingy. Doesn't your mom get mad when you do that? Asked Bean, but she knew the answer. Ivy's mom didn't get mad about using things up. She got mad about messes. All parents were different. Did you get the hair? Ivy asked. Yeah, Bean pulled a plastic bag out of her pocket. It's just little bits. She didn't even notice. And even though that's what Bean had wanted, she'd still been a little disappointed. Ivy understood. Maybe she'll notice later. The two girls crouched down and carefully added the bits of hair to the jar. After they put the lid back on, they took turns shaking the jar until the hair was mixed in. Then Ivy whispered some magic words while Bean plugged her ears. Even with the oath of liquids, Bean wasn't supposed to hear Ivy's magic words. When she was done, Ivy put the jar in her backpack. The girls started walking to school. Did you bring a present for the ghost? Ivy asked. I'm going to give it my $50, said Bean, showing a bright silver coin. What about you? I brought one of my fossils, the shell one. That's a good present for a ghost. Fossils and ghosts were both leftovers of dead things. When the girls got to Emerson School, Leo was waiting for them. Are you guys still going to expel the ghost? He asked. Of course. We made a potion, said Bean. Leo shook his head. You guys are nuts. But then he asked, what's in it? Secret, said Bean. All we can tell you is that this potion is very powerful, said Ivy in a mysterious voice, and at lunch recess the ghost will be expelled, never to return. Leo dropped his ball and gave it a soft kick. I'll help if you want. By morning recess, all the kids in the second grade knew that Ivy and Bean were going to expel the ghost at lunch, and everyone gathered around the play structure again. Miss Aruba Tate said, you weren't supposed to talk about the ghosts anymore, Ivy, said Zuzu. She snapped the waist of her skirt. That's not what she said, Ivy said. She said she expected that she wouldn't hear any more nonsense about a ghost in the bathroom. And she's not going to because we're going to expel it with our potion, added Bean. That's why we're doing it, said Ivy, for Miss Aruba Tate. If it was just us, we wouldn't. We don't mind it. My uncle knows a guy who saw a ghost, and his hair turned white in 1 second, said Eric. Yikes. Switch arms here. Ghosts are dead, said Drew. They're going to eat your brains. Ivy and Bean rolled their eyes. That's zombies, said Bean. The ghost was here first, Ivy said, trying to be patient. The school invaded its resting place. We have to send it back to its grave, but we're going to give it presents like the Egyptians did with their dead people. It's going to be a ceremony. Susie snapped her waistband again and said, well, I don't believe in ghosts, and I'm going to tell Ms. Aruba Tate what you're doing. She started toward the classroom. Uh-oh, thought Bean. Trouble. Halt! It was Ivy's voice, louder than anyone but Bean had ever heard it. Zuzu halted. Ivy glared at Zuzu. You have insulted the ghost of Emerson's school. The ghost is now your enemy. Zuzu's face got bright pink. No, it's not. There's no such thing as ghosts. Quickly, before Ivy could get really mad, Bean said, don't worry, Zuzu. We're going to expel the ghost. We've got a potion. I'm not worried, Zuzu said in a high voice. But she said it was my enemy, and she's not supposed to talk about it. It's not your enemy, I promise, said Bean firmly. She was just kidding. And she looked hard at Ivy. Ivy smiled sweetly. But if you want to make extra sure, you could give it a present too, just to be on the safe side. What? Said Zuzu. You could give the ghost a present, said Ivy, for it to carry to the grave, just in case there is such a thing as ghosts. Zuzu stared at Ivy. I don't have a present, she said. Ivy looked her over. That hair clip is nice, she said. Zuzu thought for a moment, and then she unhooked her pink butterfly hair clip. You can have it. I have lots of better ones at home, she said, giving it to Ivy. I'm sure the ghost will like it a lot. Even if it doesn't have any hair, said Bean. I can use it for decoration, said Ivy. The bell rang. The next chapter's in the haunted bathroom. The second grade ate its lunch faster than ever before. Doucet choked on his sandwich and almost threw up, but then Eric hit him on the back, and after that he was fine. Ivy couldn't eat her lunch at all. Bean only ate her cookies. Soon all the second grade and some of the first grade gathered around the play structure. They stared at Ivy and Bean and the jar of blue potion in Ivy's hand. The two girls started toward the haunted bathroom. About 20 kids followed along to watch. When they got to the breezeway where the bathroom was, everyone sat down on the benches along the sides. Bean started to feel a little sweaty. She tried to think about Miss Aruba Tate saying that the bathroom wasn't haunted, but she kept thinking about an army of ghosts. There was the portal, there was the bathroom door, and it was just her and Ivy and Leo. Leo's going in the girls' bathroom, hollered Eric from the bench. Leo's a girl, yelled Doucet. Leo gave a little jump and said, I'm not going in, you goons. I'm keeping watch. And turning to Ivy and Bean, he said, if the yard duty comes, I'll throw the ball at the door. They nodded. Ivy took a deep breath, reached out, and pushed the door open. Together, Ivy and Bean entered the bathroom. Inside was dim and quiet, and Bean noticed that it smelled better than it usually did. Do you feel it? Said Ivy, looking around. Nothing happened. After a moment, Bean stopped feeling sweaty. She was glad there wasn't an army, but she wanted to see one ghost at least. She squinted and then popped her eyes out. There. Yes, she said, and I see the mist. A thin cloud was just fading in the corner, and they stood still. Do you hear something? Bean whispered. It was a smooth sighing sound, and it sounded as if it was coming from far away. I hear it, Ivy whispered. That was a little spooky. Bean began to feel sweaty again. We'd better start chanting, Ivy breathed. Noise would help. Yeah, said Bean. We come in peace, she whispered. We come in peace, said Ivy loudly, and she raised her hands to the ceiling and fluttered her fingers down. I'm not sure why. Bean fluttered her fingers too. Oh, ghost friend, haunt our school no more. Her voice was louder now. Lie peacefully under our school, wailed Ivy. That was better. The bathroom wasn't spooky anymore. She began to turn in circles, waving her hands. Now Bean whirled around too, shouting, take our respectful greeting and fly away. This is getting fun. Farewell, shrieked Ivy, spinning faster and faster. Return to your resting place and we will honor you forever. She jumped a few times. Begone! Leave the bathroom of Emerson's school, screamed Bean, and she did a few high kicks. Leave the bathroom of Emerson's school, screamed Ivy, jumping and whirling. She banged into one of the stall doors. Ow! Bean was still spinning. The bathroom zoomed around her. Whew! She stopped and held onto a stall. Can we do the potion now, she asked. Ivy unscrewed the lid of the jar and crouched down. The bathroom grew quiet. Ghost, begone, she murmured, and poured a line of potion in front of the door. She crawled around the edges of the bathroom, pouring. Begone! Oh, excuse me, Bean chanted softly. Ivy stuck her hand in something wet. Oh, yuck, she said. The bathroom was very quiet now. Peaceful. 3 stalls down, 1 to go. It took a lot of concentration to pour evenly. Ivy made sure that she got every corner. The bright blue potion gleamed on the tile, and Ivy stopped under the paper towel dispenser to look at her work. It was pretty. She looked up. No mist. No sighing noise. The bathroom looked normal, except for the blue potion. The ghost was gone. I think we did it, she said, peering around. Bean squinted. Is it gone? Yes, said Ivy. Expelled, never to return. I'm sort of sad that it's over, said Bean. It was fun having a haunted bathroom. But we still have to do the presents, said Ivy, taking her fossil and Zuzu's hair clip out of her pocket. Bean took out her $50. How are we going to, she began. And then there was a bang on the door. And that is the end of what we're going to read today. We do have a few more chapters left in this book, so we will continue tomorrow at 4 o'clock. I think we got probably finish it up tomorrow, and then we will start with book 3. So I will see you guys tomorrow afternoon. Have a wonderful day. Bye.